Man, what in the world, boss? Your boy Big Low Country. We here, man. NFC South Roundtable, mid-season NFC South Roundtable. We're here. Got the Falcons, the Bucks, New Orleans Saints, and the Carolina Panthers in here. Shouts out to everybody that's coming in. Fellas, what's going on with y'all tonight?
Whoa, nah. What's going on, fellas?
Man,
What's up,
fire the
guys?
cannons, baby. Fire the cannons.
Fire the pea
Keep
shooters.
pounding, but find a new owner.
Fire the pea shooters. Stop pounding.
Find a new owner.
Man, boy, it's
It's
they.
It's all
bad.
good. We're
They
gonna clip the wings this weekend, boy. Don't trip.
Oh, I hear you, James. I hear you. Y'all finna come
Yo, man,
walking
he
in
is
here.
so
Y'all gonna
he is
lip it out.
so he is so he's like full of royalty right now with all this talking that he got going on, man. I swear.
Oh man. I don't know if everybody can see. I don't know if everybody can see the title under my name. You know,
Look, man.
NFC South leader,
Look,
Atlanta
man.
Falcons NFC South leader. So, fellas, first of all, let everybody know where y'all coming from.
I'm one half of PNP. Rashad will be here at some point, man. But I reside one half of PNP. We're the largest independent show that talks about the Panthers on YouTube. So come see us. Come see us. We 1-11, but it's okay. I'm still here.
Much love, man. Much love. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. I know it was tough. To
It
come
wasn't
through and
tough.
everything. Oh,
Talking trash is never tough for me.
hey, I understand that. I understand that.
I'll give despair too, but I'm gonna look. Listen.
Us and our bad quarterback will continue to lead the division. Big Game James, what's going on with you, Bo?
Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy Big Game James from the BGSE Network and Big Game's Pewter Perspective, representing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, not just as a fan, but as a former player, legend, right there. All right, so
Look at you.
Man, so you ain't had to come flexing on us like that, James. Just 'cause we ain't no legends, I'm a legend in my own mind. Shouts out to
oh
Ti.
shoot,
We all are.
right?
Hey, Big Q, what in the world, Bo? What's going on with you, man?
What's happening, fam? Representing the sports code with a great Saint think tank. We in this thing, man. Appreciate the invite. Shout out to the family, Low, PNP, my dog Dave and Shad. Much love to brother James as well. Big ups to the fam. Love doing these, bro.
Love it, man. Love it. Love it. So I tell you what, Q, because I know whenever we start the division, like whenever we start the season off, everybody was wondering like how the season was gonna pan out. So like if you could you kind of remind everybody what the standings are right now, like, just so we can set the stage?
Really, I prefer not. I,
Okay.
I rather pass that to the rest of the family members. So,
Okay.
but of course, we know that the Falcons, according to your subtitle there, Low, it's NFC South leader currently is the Atlanta Falcons, followed by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, New Orleans Saints, and ultimately the Carolina Panthers. That is the current standings as of right now. All things could change this upcoming weekend.
All things can change. We could
And
just be a half game up.
and the
instead of-
Carolina Panthers are already mathematically eliminated from making the postseason.
It's all right, Dave, but y'all first in head for draft picks or whatever y'all got coming, my brother.
No,
The 33rd pick, not the first.
You remember they got that stuff going to.
Yeah,
That's
they
going
got
to Chicago.
Yeah,
You can find something, Dave. You can find something right there, brother.
Man,
You can
boy.
find you can find a stuff right there.
Q is such a good friend, man.
He
Like, that's-
is, man.
that's-
But
Q is such a
listen,
good
listen. I
friend.
don't see his face, so I can't even know if he's serious or not right now. So he's probably laughing in the mute, but it's
No,
okay.
no, I know. I'm serious, Dave, because everybody have the ups and downs, man. That's just how I go. I mean, I really don't think y'all chose wrong in terms of the QB. I really think that the staff has issues, and I was listening and reading some of the stuff that was going on with Carolina, and just a little reset, and you got to find somebody that know what they're doing, brother.
So you guys watch college, so you guys know all about the transfer portal, right?
Yes.
So now we got folks making flyers for the fan transfer portal currently
Whoa.
in Panthers Nation right now.
What?
You got the fan transfer portal.
We got folks out here entering themselves in the fan transfer portal currently right now.
Where they
In the
transfer to?
They haven't made their decision yet. Some of these folks have not made their calls. They have not decided where they would like to go. But I look, man. I can go a whole spill about how I feel about when folks have the graphics talking about I'm going to go to the transfer portal with 2 or 3 years left after saying all these great things about the institution you about to bounce from. It's just the most hilarious thing on earth to me. Always has been, always will be.
That is crazy.
Wow, a fan transfer
A
portal.
fan transfer portal.
Well, the bandwagon is. We got two axles on the bandwagon.
My theory is if you make the decision to go to the fan transfer portal, I would like you to go to another mediocre franchise that has a little bit more hope than us. So it doesn't look like you just showed up and be a Chiefs fan, or you showed up.
There's got to be some stipulations, huh, Dave? They can't just jump on the front row.
If you're going to just jump on San Fran. Now, if you jump on San Fran because of CMC, I might let that one slide.
You ain't lying.
So, starting off, Big Game James, tell us, where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are as of right now, going into, what we're going to, week 13?
Week 14. 14. Week 14 this week, starting tonight. We like a dysfunctional family, I think, because haven't really found a true identity. Once the offense comes around, the defense seems to take a step back. Defense comes around, offense can't put up enough points. I'll shout out to my boy Smitty on Sports Machine. I was on with them the other night. And I said the only good thing about what's going on right now is that the NFC South is horrible. So for us to be where we are record-wise and still only be 2 games out of first place in the NFC South means that, I'm still hopeful that we can get things together, but it hadn't been nearly what I thought it would be this season for our defense.
Yeah, defense kind of took a little bit of a step back this year. Devin White, he act like he don't know if he want to play football or not, and that defensive line that's done so many great things for y'all, it's like they're iffy. It's like sometimes they'll look like they did 2 years ago, and other times they looking like they don't know what they want to do. So
yeah, but I think the good change is coming. They finally decided to go ahead and name Yaya Diaby as a starter and bench Joe Trayon Shahanka, which was. We got a diamond in the rough, I think, in the 3rd round when we got Yaya Diaby out of Louisville. And he's been able to do some good things and show some things. And Kalijah Cansey is coming along good now that he's been back and been healthy. So it's coming along slowly, but it's been a tough go at first, man.
Man, you already know it, man. You already know it. Big Q, tell us about your Saints, brother. Tell us what's going on with your Saints. Give us the whole, the skinny of what they got going on. We know what happened the week before last, but everything else, let us know.
Okay, it's all working for Lord for this one, and it's.
What in the world?
So,
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna jump off camera right quick. Go ahead, Q. Go ahead.
Okay. Don't you dare go get that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Go ahead, Q.
Oh, I knew it was coming. I knew something was coming, dog. I knew it.
Go ahead, Q.
You go ahead. All right, okay. Okay, we got props and shit now, okay. All right, so what's going on in the Who Dat Nation right now is we dealing with some stuff, man. We dealing with some stuff. We got some injuries. We got quarterback that's not properly quarterbacking the team. We got a silly, out of touch general manager that's out of his mind. We got a coach that don't have a mind. I mean, we just got all kind of troubles and things going on with the team, and ultimately, this will be the year in which a lot of this will be ferreted out. So, what I'm really happy about, and there's not a lot to be happy about, the team is 5-7 currently. They're not playing as well as we want them to play. It's a lot of topsy-turvy stuff going on. It's just not where we want it to be. So eventually, I think when the season ends, I think a lot of changes will happen to this team, which will kind of guide us in the direction that we need to be in. I don't think we have the right person on top of the team. So we just dealing with that right now. And that's the prop that currently Lo is showing on the thumbnail is a result of this dysfunction. So you're never supposed to lose to the Atlanta Falcons. And this is what happened when you do bet on a team that is not handling their business. So that's my summary right there, sir.
Damn. Thanks so much, Q. We appreciate that. I just had to step away for a minute.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure.
You stepped away all right.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Shouts out to Big Brewski here at What in the World, Bo. Dirty Birds on top. Much love to everybody else on here. Definitely, that's that dun dun dun. That's a Superman
Man,
chat.
chat.
Appreciate that, Bo. Much love to you. Also, looks like we also got another one from Jermaine Jonigan. He says, "What in the world, Bo? What up, y'all?" Dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. And one more, we got one from Padre. He says, "What's good, Big Low?" Hey, Dave.
I don't need all these laughs.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
appreciate.
I don't know if you realize, Dave, like you kind of became the villain over here, in
Oh,
the Atlanta Falcons community.
I mean, some of y'all told me I was right when y'all started looking at Ritter. Y'all winning games. I mean, I think y'all winning some games,
I
but
mean, I'm just saying, because you said we wasn't gonna do nothing,
you're right.
and here we are. Y'all
Listen,
got
man.
that new shiny first overall pick quarterback came in there, all 5 foot nothing of them came in here.
Oh,
This is just
And
Here
so
you go. Here you go. Listen, bruh. Listen, man. Listen.
it ain't
There's a
gonna work.
lot of this. There's a lot of decisions that has been happening within the Panthers organization that I have not agreed with. I'm just suffering through. And there's one thing that has to change before anything gets better at this rate. I need my owner, the Tepster, to hire some people that he believes can do their job and walk away. Walk away. Step back. Let them do their job. Don't be out here doing these weekly meetings. Don't be out here talking about footwork for quarterbacks. Don't be out here,
talk about footwork. What kind of
bruh.
footwork he talking about, Dave?
A man out here recommending footwork, saying that Bryce needs to change his footwork. And that's why he out here. That's why he out here getting creamed out here in these streets. Besides the fact that we out here don't know how to block for the quarterback, we out here running these schemes of the linemen that's not their swim lane and they don't fit. We out here trying to be a finesse run team when we need to be more of a gap run team. We out here doing all the stuff that we have no business doing, and this is why you get 111 and a quarterback that's on pace to have the fourth highest amount of sacks in the league. Something shot.
What's up, Shot?
What's cracking? What's
God,
cracking?
What's going on?
You
with
missed the
bro?
first joke of the day.
What's up? Nah, I heard him. I was listening.
Okay.
Shouts out to you, Shot, man.
What's going
Thank
on?
you so much for coming on, chilling out with us, man. I was really hoping we would, kind of get together sometime during this season. I know
Nah, I'm surprised I even showed up. To be honest with you.
I am too. That was my nice way of saying that I was surprised you showed up. Coach Ronan, she didn't have no faith in you.
Hey, I ain't have faith in myself.
Coach Ron to be killing me.
got to be more careful.
Rashad, tell us what you're
What's up?
thinking about your Carolina Panthers so far.
Oh, wait, ain't nothing really to talk about. I mean, we
That's
trash,
something
bro.
to talk about, bro. Nah, you can't do that, Shad. Come on,
No.
now.
I mean, we trash. We got an owner that's doing too much. And it's all over the. I mean, if you ain't been paying attention to what's going on out there, then I can't help you. But it's a lot going on inside the organization. You got a owner that's just too deep in. He doesn't trust any pause. He doesn't trust anybody that he hires. And that's just kind of where we at, man. Like Frank Reich hired him 10 weeks and he's gone. Like it's gonna be cyclical mess until he decides to step back a little bit.
I'll put it to you in the perspective of how ugly it is. That article dropped. About an hour or so later, the Panthers announced they were leaving training camp in Spartanburg and they're going to be in Charlotte permanently. They tried to dead that article so quickly because of how ugly that article was, talking about the dysfunction of the organization.
They tried to squash that joint.
They tried to squash it because they were like, "Yo, we ain't going to be we ain't going to do training camp at Waffle College no more. We're moving that joint to Charlotte." Came out literally immediately after that article started getting traction.
Wow.
That's how ugly it is.
So you saying damage control is a misdirection, damage control.
That was
that's exactly
classic misdirection.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, and again, the movement of training camp is not going to get national news, right? But here locally, moving training camp out of South Carolina is a big deal around here. So it's kind of diverting the the news onto something else. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, we got dysfunction. It's bad, and until our owner gets someone here's the deal with the Carolina Panthers, until David Tepper actually gets somebody in here that's man enough to step up to him and tell him to fall back, then we're gonna be in this mess because he's in this. all in the videos, dancing,
Dancing.
and he need to back up. You know what I mean? He got to back
Needs
up.
to step back.
He got to step back for sure. So until he gets that guy that he trusts, we're gonna be in this mess, and because this is now full-time coach number 3 that we're gonna hire in the fall, right? And it's it's gonna be our seventh coach overall under Tepper's reign. Like that's crazy, bro.
He just showed up in 2018. If y'all want to understand
7
the perspective.
coaches, including interim coaches. 7 coaches. It's nuts.
Rivera, Fuel, Rule, Wilkes, Wright,
Nuts.
Tabor.
It's nuts, bro.
Since 2018.
That is ridiculous.
That deserves this.
Yeah, you got something worse than that?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Shout out to Boosie, man.
Shouts out to Boosie. So Dave, I think A-Cash wanted you to read the Superman chat, if you don't mind.
All right, let me see here. As a Panthers fan, I was talking a lot of trash before the season, so I'm here to eat my crow, face the music also. Say it with your chest, Dave. Da-da-da. That's the Superman chat.
That is Dave I want to talk about. Okay, then. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, so basically, I just wanted to kind of give like the brief synopsis of our team, the Atlanta Falcons. First place, Atlanta Falcons. We work hard, and
She is laughing.
Tell Coach Ronnie quit laughing in the background.
Okay.
No, it is hilarious.
I'm playing. It's so true and so on point. It kills me every time I hear it. It's funny, man. I love it.
They talk about you laughing in the background, baby. But nah, it's like I feel like the Falcons, they did a lot of planning and they went through the tough times, and we're still semi-competitive during those tough times, going 7-10. And now it's like they're trying to put everything together, and as they're putting everything together, they're winning the division. So I feel like, and it's like I said before, whenever we did the NFC South roundtable before the season, I feel like this team could win the division or be competitive in this division for years to come. And I mean, that's looking like that's what the trajectory might be. Top 10 defense for the first time in 5, 6, 7 years.
You're welcome.
They had on Falcons uniforms, Q.
You're welcome.
They had on.
You're welcome.
Oh, you talk about the pick 6 Derek Carr threw the.
That too.
Oh, hey, thank you so much for that pick 6, Q. That was.
Well, tell Jesse Bates to chill out, man.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
Jesse Bates doing this thing, man.
Out here ruining my quarterback. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Man, come on, man. Don't be like that, man. Don't be like that. Well, we're going back to Dirty Bird style football, running the ball, playing good defense, and as that continues to happen, it's kind of reminiscent of 2008 whenever Matt Ryan came in and we used to run the ball the whole lot.
Lo, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Okay, let me stop all that before. Just ask a question before Lo get too far.
Okay.
Yeah. This is gonna be rough, man. I can't.
Hey, you know what? No, you know what, Dave? It's all right, bro. This is the progression of teams in the NFL. There's ups and downs, and there's ebbs and flows. This is the thing with this.
Hey,
NFC,
there's ups. There's ups.
There's ups.
There damn sure ain't none right now in Charlotte.
Saying,
I
I don't see up. I don't see up in sight, man.
Yo,
be honest with
we
you.
might be the first team in
I don't
NFL
see
history to
up
have
in
a 1-6
sight, dog.
season.
Maybe on the downturn for this particular cycle, but I'm saying
We've been on a downturn since Tepper took ownership. We ain't had a winning record yet since Tepper took ownership. Ain't made the playoffs.
it's
Terrible.
but Dave, Shad, there's nowhere to go but up, baby. Just got to remember.
Or down to 0-17 at this rate. Like we out here.
It's y'all. Yeah.
Dude, we said that after rule. I thought it was you couldn't get no worse than that.
No,
Shad did say
somehow,
that. Shad
real
did
talk,
say that.
Somehow Frank Reich jumped the tower of being the worst coach in Panthers history. And the crazy thing about it is some of it might actually not be his fault. That's the wild part of it all. The man didn't get to pick his offensive staff.
I would have surely thought that he would have had the opportunity to pick his own staff, man. That way he can work with guys he's comfortable with. But
Not when your owner's David Tepper.
Nope.
So Tepper told him, man, who he had to hire, who he couldn't hire, and then
He wanted diversity of thought. He wanted to get guys that he wasn't familiar working with, so they could. Because Last time we had Matt Rule in the building. Matt Rule hired all the guys, all his cronies, and it failed.
Not
So
all of it.
what David Tepper did, except for Joe Brady.
Joe Brady
What
on the offensive side.
What David Tepper does is he overcorrects. Right? He'll be like, all right, we got an issue, and then he'll go all the way on the opposite to fix it, and now we got to find somewhere in the middle to get it right. But he overcorrected, saying, yo, we don't want. We want different minds in the building. And just because you got bags and you're a billionaire doesn't mean you can buy culture. You can't buy good coaching. And that's what he tried to do. He tried to get Jim Caldwell and Thomas Brown, all these good minds in there. And it was an epic failure.
Well, the other problem, too, and I'm noticing this pattern, is that he keeps dabbling on this offensive side of the ball, bruh. I mean, because he brought in Joe Brady. He pretty much told Frank, yeah, I know you're an offensive guy, but I'm going to hire your whole staff, even though that's contradictory for what we heard about the interview process when he said, well, Frank already knew who he wanted. That was a lie. Wow. Frank didn't get to pick who he wanted. But either way.
You just set up for failure, man. Like if a coach can't, if I'm making the dinner, I might as well pick the groceries. That's like me making red beans and rice, and I can't use camellia bean. Like it don't make any sense. Brother. Yeah, So it's like, I don't want to have to go to the dollar store and get my beans from there if I make red beans and rice. So I mean, he said he was set up for failure from the beginning.
That's why, like, he's the worst coach in Panthers history. But when you start learning like the other things that happen, I'm like, yo, I don't know if he was gonna ever have a chance in this situation. Then you go bring a rookie quarterback into that.
This is the thing.
Can we talk about something else, man? Yeah. This is a round table, bro. Come on,
I'm sorry, sir. I mean, y'all are kind of the topic, though. Y'all are kind of the topic, though, because
nobody saw us going 1-11, man. I get it.
But look,
I didn't see it.
Let me ask this, bro. Let me just ask you this, though, before you start going off about how great the Atlanta Falcons are once again.
They're not great.
Again, yes, you just did it, sir. You just did it. You did it earlier.
I mean, look, just because we beat all of y'all, like, don't.
There you go.
Y'all. It feels like we're the villain.
I hope we go 2-15 and beat y'all ass. You know that?
I mean, if you do, that's fine. We're going to the playoffs.
You sure?
You can beat us. That's
you
cool.
Sure?
Well, hold on, Lo. I hope
you beat us. That's cool.
Lo,
you might have a problem with that. This is the thing that's really unique about this NFC South roundtable. Each one of our teams is playing each other. We're playing the Carolina Panthers. Falcons are playing the Bucks. That is a very unique thing. So we got a very unique opportunity, Lo, to kind of preview the matchups between our particular teams. So
this is true.
What you think about that, Lo? You and against Big Game James. I got Big Game James beating the Falcons, by the way.
Hey, salute, Q. You got it, bro. That's the preview right there. You got it, bro.
Come on, Scott.
What's the preview? It feels like everybody against us. Like what? It feels like what's wrong? Like this how I had we ain't been at the top in so long. Is this how this feels? Like this how like
you ain't know how to act.
You don't know how to act.
No, I don't know how to act.
You don't. That's why you don't need to be at the top. You have no idea how this works. You don't know how to act.
You acting brand new. You acting brand new right now.
Listen,
I'm feeling myself too much.
The thing that's crazy about it is that you're an Atlanta Falcons fan. You should be used to despair and disappointment.
That's
you
true.
A 28-3 lead.
If there's one thing, that I'm used to, if there's one thing I'm used to beating the Panthers black and blue again every year. If there's one thing that I'm used to,
I can't say nothing right now because the way my record's set up, I can't talk about it. But
hey, y'all still gotta come to Charlotte. Don't. I mean,
I'm telling you,
I understand.
Listen, man, the Panthers ain't got a first round pick. The best we can do at this point is be spoilers. So I want to get some wins out of here, man.
Listen,
I really do.
That's a dangerous team. A team of one win, they can throw everything at you.
Hey, Q, we not dangerous, bro. I got news for you. We ain't dangerous. We are the most non-threatening team. It's nothing dangerous about the Carolina Panthers. Our defense is solid. I give him shout out to Evero. He's doing his thing. We got JC back. You got Jeremy Chin. The defense has been playing well all year, but unfortunately, our offense can't do anything, and so that makes us not. The defense holds up all game. Come fourth quarter, they just tired, man. They just be tired out there, bro. They be tired out there, and then they got the offense on their back, and then it just falls apart. That's the game script every single game.
Man,
Man,
I mean, that's tough because it's like Bryce Young was supposed to be the guy that could, he was supposed to go through the progression of managing the game and then taking that next step in the next, year or two. But I mean, since we talking about it, is Bryce Young the answer long term for y'all?
Oh yeah, he is. As soon as we can actually get a coach with a good offensive staff and Tepper stepping out the way, I think he is.
The real answer is we don't know. That's the real answer. That's the truth. I mean, let's keep it a buck. Are we gonna lie? Are we gonna lie? We're gonna tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
I mean, I think
Tell
the key to any quarterback being successful is putting the pieces around him and having the proper.
And we don't. And Dave, you're right. And the problem is I don't have enough confidence in our ownership and whoever the GM's going to be. I don't know who's going to select the right coach. The whole entire Panthers, our owner. Okay, so I put it like this. I said this to Panther Nation the other day. Bryce Young is our owner's baby, right? He's trying to do whatever he can to get this man what he needs, right? The problem is that he's so erratic. He just does. Our owner just does wild stuff sometimes, and so we don't know if within this 3 to 4 year span he's going to actually get it right. So I don't know that you can't evaluate Bryce Young this year. You can't. It's not possible. The offensive line sucks. The play calling, you got an offensive coordinator working off the fire head coach's playbook because you can't implement a whole new playbook mid-season.
Okay.
So we don't know what Bryce Young is. So the truth of the matter is we don't know what Bryce. We know what he can be, but that's almost any quarterback in the league. But if you give him the optimal situation, any quarterback can be great. So given the situation in Carolina, I don't know. That's the truth. That's no cap. That's the truth. Nobody gonna say it. There's a lot of fans out here. We just want to say, "Oh, we got Bryce. He gonna be great." Oh, we didn't. We should have got C.J. Stroud. The truth is, we just don't know.
We just don't know.
And the truth also is that if C.J. Stroud was here instead of Bryce, he would have been getting killed too.
Yeah, sometimes it don't really matter.
It don't matter if you ain't got the right pieces. It don't matter.
Well, I mean, so I know we've been talking about the Panthers and what they've been going through. I mean, the thing about the Bucks is they're doing just what James is doing, just sitting back, chilling, and just waiting for everybody to take each other
Okay, they're
out.
gonna beat your ass, and then you're gonna be wondering how the hell you missed the playoffs this year when they win the division at 7-10 or 8-9.
Look, Dave,
Yeah, I'm chilling low, but I ain't waiting for nobody to take nobody out. Just because y'all slipped down to Tampa and snuck one on a field goal, your quarterback showed how good he is at turning the goddamn ball over. All right,
man.
Our offense, we hold the team to 16 points. We should win the game.
I thought we were homeboys. Like, doggone, snuck one. Ugh.
Yeah, you snuck one. It's okay.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Got a little field goal. It's all right, but
little field goal. Okay.
It's gonna be different this time in Mercedes. It's okay though. I like my chances.
Snuck one. Man,
shout out to the big game, man. This is the energy is a little different than it was preseason. I mean, he was just
a little
different. You know what I mean? It's a little different. It's a different big game out here.
Well, to be honest with you, everybody picked big game. James seemed to finish last.
I
did.
I did.
His team.
I know I did.
Hey, on behalf of Panther Nation, we apologize, man, for real.
I actually picked the Panthers to finish last. I don't know if y'all remember that.
I don't remember that.
I picked the Panthers to finish because I got that hate in my heart after Dave would talk about my quarterback. I was like, you know what? Forget you did.
I hate y'all. I do anything to replace y'all.
Damn, bro.
Oh.
I left it on the board. It was there for the last one. I wanted to leave it on the board.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm just saying, James, it's like, the Tampa Bay is like they're a little bit of a unknown. It's like they kind of fly under the radar, and then it's like they'll show you how good they are, and then they'll fly under the radar again.
We Jekyll and Hyde. Injuries have been helping. The secondary has been inconsistent besides the play at Winfield, Dean, and Neal. You don't know what you're going to get sometimes. Linebacker play. Sometimes I think Devin White is self-sabotage because he doesn't really want to be in Tampa anymore is what the rumors are from everybody I still talk to in Tampa. So it's hard to gauge. And then with Levante David being hurt, as old as he is, we relying on younger people like Servassier Dennis has got to step up and start making plays. So week to week, it's a different ball game. And then I've been satisfied with Baker Mayfield's play. A lot of people in Tampa have been saying, let's shake it up, let's change it, put contrast in. But in some of these games, that hasn't been the problem. It's been the defense. I still cannot unsee C.J. Stroud throwing the ball 450 yards and 5 touchdowns on us. I can't unsee it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not Baker Mayfield's fault. You know, he had a game-winning drive, so we thought, and in 40 seconds, we let C.J. Stroud go right back down the field and get and set up the scoring drive to win the game.
A big game. That's when I realized how terrible the Panthers organization was. When I saw Baker Mayfield go out there and look decent, I was like, "Hey, this ain't the Baker we had."
Nope, sure
and at that moment, I knew it was us. It ain't you, Baker.
It wasn't them.
It's us. It's us, bro.
It's
Well,
not
Baker
you.
didn't play.
I'm being
Baker didn't play
serious.
half bad when he left and went to LA either.
Bro, it's true. That's a good point too. So at that point, I knew for real, yo, that's how.
But then
bad
I was
we
blaming
are,
Rule. I was blaming Rule, and then it transitioned to it's just the whole organization of everything.
Man, I mean that's tough. That's tough. I mean, I think if there's anybody that's going to win this division besides the Falcons, I think it would be Tampa Bay.
Or you're not gonna say the Saints. We know how much you hate them.
I just think the Saints are, first of all, they're upside down on the car pavement.
Not as upside down as us.
They have the general, so they don't even have collision coverage. Their liability limits are only 10,000. So if they hit somebody, and they got a $50,000
Hey,
car.
Q, my bad. I shouldn't be laughing, Q. My bad.
No,
My
I'm
bad.
laughing. I don't care. Look, I've already gone through. Look, I've already gone through
That's
all my
funny,
periods
though.
of-
That is
My-
funny. That's
So-
funny, Lo.
So I'm just saying, it's like I just don't think the Saints could, shouts out to my Saints. Y'all know I love you, but I just don't think. I think the value isn't worth the cost. I feel like it's a total loss. The car's a total loss.
Okay, we get it, though. We get it.
Car's a total loss.
It's a total loss. Yeah, and it's problematic here, man. It's fine, shot. He's a joke in his own right. A lot of people laugh at Derek Carr every game here. He's a guy that his play is deteriorating in my honest estimation about watching him and doing all 22 and breaking it all down. He's a guy that just is totally unfundamental. I mean, he isn't doing it. Like, you study the Raider film, he was playing with a lot more confidence. He was actually spanning the field a lot better than what he's doing here. Like a lot of the reps, he's only staring down one side of the field. He's beat the hell up, man. A lot of people saying he's faking injuries. I'm like, dude, no, the man not faking injuries, dude. The guy is actually freaking hurt, man. You see what Bruce Irvin did, planted him in the ground like a tree. The dude is not healthy. He don't have the same zip on his ball, which would usually get him out of trouble when he tries to fit passes in tight windows. He has a cannon, so usually he'll fire it in there and he'll get away with it. Now he can't do that. He can't. He don't have the same zip on his ball. And the dude he's dealing with several different injuries. And Dennis Allen he's too foolish to sit the man down and allow Jameis to come in and try to turn the offense. But it's strange, man. That's why a lot of people are frustrated. Michael Thomas got on in social media. I probably heard about Michael Thomas getting on there and tweeting. He was upset that Carr, the first play of this, the first series the Saints had last week, the first play, he fired it to Jawan Johnson and went off Jawan Johnson's hands into the defensive back for an interception. So obviously that's Jawan Johnson's. That was his fault. But Michael Thomas was upset that in that same play there was a wide open wide receiver to the left. That was running down the left side. And if you watch the film, Mike wasn't lying. If you watch the film throughout the game, there were guys running down the field with their hand up, like, hey, look at me. And he never looks in a direction. So it's real problematic. And what really gets on my nerves in the Great Saint Think Tank and Who That Nation is the fact that the coaches who are supposed to study film, they're supposed to see these things, are not correcting these things. They're not telling him, listen, fool, don't stare down people. That's how Bates got that pick 6 on you, because you stared the guy down. And even if Bates wouldn't have seen him, the other guy would have picked the ball anyway. That ball was headed, the destination of that ball, the future of that ball was to be intercepted, whether it was by Bates or the defensive back that was there. That ball was going to get picked. I mean, so it's just terrible, man. The decision making is bad, and the offensive line is not run blocking to take the pressure off the car. The Taysom Hill package that they usually have success with is too one-dimensional. Taysom's accuracy in throwing the ball is just terrible. So right now the Saints offense is kind of fluttering, and Elvin Kamara is doing his best. Other guys are banged up. So it's a long time going on with the Saints right now. A lot of stuff is going amiss in the city of New Orleans right now.
Now, Q, did you see that clip of Jameis Winston at the Pelicans game? That man looked like he was like the mayor of New Orleans. Like, why they just let that man see what he can do?
Well, that's
We're gonna
Dennis.
find out this weekend, ain't we?
Well, no, actually, Carr's been limited in practice. Believe it or not,
Oh my God.
he's
He
been
might
limited.
have to win a game.
Yeah, you probably that's what I was saying. Shad came out with the gloom and doom, but I'm telling them off top that Derek Carr gives the Carolina Panthers an opportunity to win. Now he did play better in this last matchup, but still in all, with it's just ridiculous, man. Overall, what's going on with the Saints offense? But yeah, I see people want to see Jameis out there, and Dennis Allen won't allow that. He'll roll that guy out there, even if he's in a wheelchair, to play the quarterback position to keep Jameis out of there. I promise you that.
He was there.
Yeah,
he was there for the Raiders, so it makes sense, man.
Yeah,
That's
I was
his guy.
watching because we had the late game last week, and I was watching the Saints game. Derek Carr was looking all right until he got smacked.
Yeah.
But that's that game. I haven't watched obviously as much as you have.
You know, that's the thing though, Shad. Like he was looking good, and the play right before he got hurt, he got sacked. He held the ball too long, got sacked. Then the next play, Irvin comes through and plants him like a tree. So I mean, he was doing a lot better in that game than he'd done in previous games. Like I said, the Saints were a desperate team. They were fighting they were down 21 points in that game at one point.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Trying
true.
to fight their way back into the matchup, and then Derek Carr gives a very costly turnover at the first play of the fourth quarter when he was supposed to toss the ball to the right to Elvin Kamara. Our left guard pulls in that direction, his finger hit the ball out of Derek Carr's hand. He was handling the ball loosely, and then the ball came. Crazy part about it is the ball comes out, and I showed them all the family members on the Patreon stream. When the ball comes out of Carr's hands, usually the first thing you would do is you will look at the ground like, oh no, the ball's on the ground.
Where's it at? Yeah.
Where's it at? What he did was he acted like the ball was still in his hands, like he was about to toss it to Kamara, and then stopped him like, oh, where's the ball? I was like, dude, are you crazy? And I had to replay it 3 times to say, I know I ain't seen when I just seen it.
So you think he did that on purpose, Q?
No, bro, listen, I don't know what's going on. All I know is what I seen with my eyes on that damn film.
Oh my goodness.
When the ball came, because when James Hurst pulls, his fingers knocked the ball loose. Number one, he should have been holding that ball on the exchange a lot more tough, a lot more aggressive than what he had. And then the guy pokes the ball out. He continues to roll like he's going to toss. It's a toss sweep play, looks like, to the right side to Kamara. And right in the moment, he realized, oh, where's the ball at? And then he's 5 yards from where the ball was. He's 5 yards before he stops and looks for the ball. How do you explain that? And so you still have, I just don't, you can't make it up, bro. So I don't know what's going on. Personally, I think Carr is taking too many shots to the head. I think Carr needs to sit down, man. It's just too much going on for him to process, and the Saints need to reassess. Let that dude heal up. Put Jameis in there. Let him do some stuff. Even though I think Jameis gives him a better chance to win because he knows the system. He's been there longer. He's a better quarterback in this system than Derek Carr is. And then Jameis on the back end of the game, to be fair, Jameis missed on 3 incompletions toward the back end of the game that could have put us in position to win. 3 straight incompletions on the back end of the game. So we need whoever playing the damn quarterback position. We need more stable play from whoever's in there, man, for real.
Man. Now, Mr. Stratz, he says, did y'all already mention what McDermott said about Cam? What did McDermott say about Cam? I didn't hear that.
That wasn't even the worst comment he said. But let me pull it up real fast because I don't want to misquote.
Man, I didn't much hear nothing about this.
He basically said Cam ruined the Panthers.
Yes, that was the main thing he said. Yeah,
really?
That's the main thing he said. But that wasn't even the worst comment he made.
Wow.
He had to put a statement out about the worst comment he made, talking about the way he basically was motivating his player by telling him to be like the 9/11 terrorist.
Yeah, he was wilding, bro.
Dog.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah. McDermott was wilding, bro.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, see, the Panthers are so bad. Even McDermott getting swirled up into the Panther mess. You know, he used to be our DC back in the day, so
Yeah, I
he
And the thing is,
getting swirled into it. That's how bad we are.
Ken Dorsey was
Nobody safe.
nobody. Ken Dorsey was the QB coach for the Panthers at the time
Oh,
when McDermott was still the DC there. So the thought was that McDermott made the comment, not realizing that Ken was in the room
Wow.
when he made the comment. That's the theory. But maybe he just didn't care. If he out here comparing, if he out here trying to motivate his players talking about be like the 9/11 terrorists, well shit.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, he gonna say stuff like that's the thing. Like everybody was stuck on the Cam thing, and then I looked at the article and I'm like, yo,
That
yo,
is crazy.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Man.
There you go. I'm glad we covered that. Let's move on to other teams.
Well, I mean, well, you know, we go ahead and talk about my Atlanta Falcons, basically where we're at. So, you know, as y'all know, we actually made some moves during the season with the quarterback position. I know Dave said that he think that it happened because of an injury. Well, apparently it was a phantom injury. We don't know if he got hurt or not. So that's the thing.
I told y'all.
Bijan Robinson, he actually only played a few downs. I think against the game against Tampa Bay.
he had the phantom cold or whatever it was.
Yeah, he had
That
a phantom headache.
y'all didn't want to disclose what the hell was wrong with it.
Yeah, he had a phantom headache. So it's like, but I mean, so the thing is that, you know, we trust me, we've gone through our struggles as well. We played the Jets last week and we only won 13-8. So it was a messy game. You know, it was raining and everything, but
Don't worry, Aaron Rodgers gonna save the Jets, man. He gonna come back.
This season, you think?
No.
I was gonna say
If he comes back this year, he didn't have a torn Achilles. I'm standing by that.
But, I mean,
I'm backing that statement up right there.
Yeah.
That's some pure bull if he popped back on that field this year.
especially since the mere fact that, you know, he's the holistic guy. And, you know, he doesn't.
Yo, I know his fight for science is very intense, but if his ass comes back from a torn Achilles in less than 3 months,
yeah, he needs to shut that down.
yeah, fam.
Something
About 3 to 4
pop.
months, yeah, fam.
Yeah, something to pop.
Something wrong.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's like, you know, basically the big question with the Atlanta Falcons is Desmond Ridder. You know, just like Dave was asking before the season started, is he the guy? You know, and I mean, to be honest with you, we don't know. Kind of like what Rashad was saying earlier. Like, we just don't know. I mean, right now we're just going to ride it out and see what we can do with it. But I know one thing: we can run the ball. You know, and right now we got a top 10 defense, and we're number 1 in the league in defense in the red zone, and number 1 on third down. So, I mean, we're just going to continue to see what we can get done, and hopefully he continues to progress as the season goes on.
Yeah. I don't think he's your guy. But your defense is good, and you got a pretty good running game. So that can hide the fact that he's not your guy. I still think he's not the best quarterback on your roster.
I mean, did you see when Heineke played?
He might not look good, but Heineke needs time. Like first game, you know, jitters. Like you gave Desmond Ridder all these opportunities, you give Heineke some. You got to give him more than one game, man.
Man,
Dave, see, one thing about Dave, he gonna stand by his argument, bro. He ain't gonna let it go. So he gonna either stand by it until it succeeds or wait long enough for you to forget.
No, I won't forget. I'll say I'm wrong. I'm not ready to say I'm wrong yet. The man only had one game. Ridder is winning. Yo, y'all are winning with Ridder despite him.
I mean, look,
y'all are, and look, listen, man. I've seen Panther quarterbacks win games they had no business winning because of the quarterback. It just happens sometimes that way.
I mean,
but if you're not good, you're not good.
I mean, I understand. So you know what his stat line is as of right now, right?
No, I don't.
So right now, Desmond Ridder's stat line, he's thrown 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 7 fumbles.
Oh my God. She said, "Oh my God."
That's awful.
And now I'll ask you again. Do you think I think deserve more than one game or not?
Nah. You stick with what's working for you.
You just told me your quarterback got 8 touchdowns and 15 turnovers. You telling me you gonna get you ain't man? No.
But the thing is, Dave, is that one thing that we haven't acknowledged is that is it the car or is it the person that's driving the car? Because Arthur Smith just isn't. He's not that. He's the one that's not that guy. I mean,
You're not gonna fire him though if y'all end up winning the division.
I mean, no, we're not.
Yeah, I heard some rumblings about that. Like, what's the deal with Arthur Smith? I mean, you can't. How do you manage that? Being that you guys may potentially win a division, but acknowledge the fact that he ain't necessarily it.
And he's an offensive guy.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, when you look at y'all roster, man, you look at the talent on that offense. Like, it should be
It should be a lot
better
right?
than what it's doing. That's in my head, and I haven't watched enough Falcons football, but I do know the personnel is pretty solid on offense.
But I mean, so basically, it's a simple fact of he's a guy. So let me ask y'all. I think all of us are old enough to remember Mad TV, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all remember Stewie?
Mm-hmm.
So Arthur Smith, he's the guy that whenever he gets in the red zone, and Rashad knows where I'm going with this. He's the guy whenever you get in the red zone, he outthinks himself and he goes, "Look what I can do." Like that's who he is. That's who he is. So instead of just doing what works.
Oh, it's like us. We can't get a yard, bro.
Bro,
yo, like we can't. Yo, man, I was sitting here. No anxiety. My anxiety.
What he do?
Look what I can do. That's who he is.
Yo, oh man, yo, that is funny.
So I mean, bro,
oh man,
like we've literally lost some games this year because we were in the red zone, last possession of the game, and we couldn't score at the 2-yard line or at the 1-yard line because Arthur Smith wanted to say, "Look what I can do." That's just where we're at,
dog. Nobody, no anxiety
so
during
funny,
the Panthers game. My anxiety doesn't get any higher if we have to get a yard.
Bro, we are terrible trying to get a yard.
Like, we were running the last week against the Bucks. We were running on those cats. What are we doing? 3rd and 1, pass. 4th and 1,
and 4th and 1. Yeah, like we have the word. And so what the problem with the Panthers is? Obviously, we have Bryce Young. We're not running the QB sneak, right? So we're not putting him in danger in any way, shape, or form. So that eliminates the tush push and all the other crap that you can do to get 1 yard. And so we're lining up in shotgun, 4th and 1. It's no power run. Like we don't. It's terrible, bro. So I feel you on the 1 yard thing because I don't know. We don't. He might not be saying, "Look what I can." He's more like, "Look what I can't do," because he can't get 1 yard for nothing. It's been proven several times. It's very frustrating.
If we need a yard, our playbook is useless, bruh. Useless.
Now I got to go back and watch the Mad TV because that's funny.
That's what I'm thinking too. Rashad, I'm thinking the same thing. Like, I know what you're talking about, but I definitely got to go see this.
Nah, I remember it vividly when he did it right. Now I got to go back and watch again.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm going to tell you, like, just an example, right? For example, Big James, you played on the defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if we're running play action, if we're running the play action boot, and you're looking at the offense, which side do they let come free? If you're running play action boot, which side would you let come free? Or if you're just running a zone, let's say to the right side, which side are you going to let come free? If you're running to the even side,
it's usually the back side because it got further to go to get there.
Hello.
That's what you got to do. You got to put him in that situation to make it hard to get there.
Exactly, because he's on the back side. He's the farthest away from the ball, so we don't got to worry about blocking him. It's all about numbers, right? So instead of that being the case, our coach saying, "Look what I can do," runs a play action, and he'll have them crashing to the other side, and the play side is coming in free. He does it like 5 times a game because I guess he's thinking that the defensive lineman is just going to crash down instead of seeing this quarterback standing right here, and he's already thinking about how he's going to celebrate this sack because he sees the quarterback right here in front of him with the ball.
Right.
So I mean, once again, it's like he came with the title of a guru and offensive genius, but I'm thinking we're starting to see that the billionaire's son isn't as affluent as everyone thought he was.
Oh, just like Frank Wright.
Frank Wright, billionaire son?
No, Frank Wright just a guy that we thought was an offensive guy. And
Yeah, no gurus ever tagged to Frank.
dog,
Wright,
Matt Rule didn't have offenses worse than this.
But see, the difference between Frank Wright is Frank Wright played in the NFL and coached some successful offenses.
He was 0-3 as a starter for us. It was a trivia trust in
Wow.
PNP Mania.
He still played though.
He played.
He did.
He played, but at the same time, just man, not to pick on nobody's team, because God knows Todd Bowles made me feel like I'm gonna stroke out sometime. But Frank Wright got fired from Indianapolis and replaced by offensive lineman and Jeff Saturday that didn't even have any NFL coaching experience.
Man,
So they had to say something about the person that Indianapolis got rid of the way they did
Come on,
before he got brought in. I mean, I don't know.
ever make logical decisions.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, if you
No, but he gives great gifts, dog. He gives great
I bet he
gifts as a
do.
player.
I bet he do.
Oh man, but nah, I feel you where you coming from.
I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, as far as the Atlanta Falcons, like we're in a great situation, and hopefully we can win the division. But I mean,
if you want to get rid of the coach, you don't want to.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. That how that's a weird conundrum, bro.
it's tough. It's tough because think about it. If we win the division, that means next year we're going to be playing teams who won their division.
That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
They're-
Philadelphia, born and raised.
Exactly. And then it was one of those situations where,
San Fran. Woof,
we just made it past the New York Jets, who ended up playing their fourth-string quarterback.
So either he's going to if you win the division this year, he's going to get fired next year because that schedule is going to be brutal.
It's going to be
Tampa,
crazy.
Tampa and Atlanta that's going to be an interesting game right there.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
What
Shouts
time
out
y'all
to
play?
One.
I was gonna say I might well tune in that one. Might be better game than. I mean,
Shouts out to Connor Martella. He says just an idea, but where are we now halfway through the season? What player coming up in this draft where each team like to add to their teams to maybe help their team improve? Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat.
you want me to answer?
Yeah.
I'm going to answer after him.
I was
I
gonna
know
say
we're not going to be in a position.
Marvin Harrison Jr. would be nice because we need some wide receiver help. But since we don't have a first round pick, I'm gonna go with the consolation prize. Give me Troy Franklin, Oregon wide receiver. That would be great because I think he probably may fall to the back end of the first and maybe early second. So give me Troy Franklin. We need some wide receiver help. Bad.
I have a confession. I haven't paid too much attention about what's been going on in the Power Fives. I'm just going to answer the question like this. I want a big boy. I want an offensive lineman. I want an offensive lineman with our first pick. I understand it's not sexy. I understand that folks don't want to hear that. I understand our wide receivers are terrible. But it doesn't matter if the man don't have time to throw to him.
Hey,
I
man.
want an offensive lineman.
Hey, man.
I'm
First of
seeing
all-
my quarterback get killed
First of
every
all,
week.
hey, those are the picks that help create great teams. So that's sexy. I don't care what nobody say.
Man, a lot of people saying we need to go QB, but I think that'd be a mistake right now. We need to build from the inside out, either the offensive line still, defensive end, or honestly linebacker. I'm like, I haven't paid attention. I need to go do some draft research, but we're gonna have to end up replacing Devin White this year, I believe, and I believe Lavonte Davis going to retire.
That's crazy, bro.
Yo,
That's
I just don't see that. I
Those
don't
two
see that
guys
chemistry.
have been-
I don't see it meshing right now, unless something happened within the organization and they can get him having back to playing. I think the way he's capable of. But do y'all think I'm exaggerating when I said that Devin White is taking a step back from what he was a couple years ago? It's just not the same. It's not the same energy, man.
He has. He took a step back. Big Q, who y'all want down there in New Orleans besides Jaden Daniels?
Yeah, that's the fan favorite right now. Everybody wants Jaden Daniels. Me personally, I think a lot of people want the quarterback. I can't dispute that, but I really do believe that we really need help outside the QB position, offensive line, man. Offensive line is not what it used to be. We got guys that are overpaid, in my opinion. Ryan Ramczyk, our right tackle, is overpaid. He's one of the top 10 high-paid offensive tackles in the game. he gets beat. I ain't gonna say a lot, but he gets beat more than the guy that you paying money like that to. This guy, he's supposed to be a dominant force for you, and I think and me personally, I think if you're gonna pay a guy that kind of money, he's your best tackle. He should be playing the blind side of the quarterback. He shouldn't be on the right side, and that's something that they need to fix. But he got a knee issue or whatever going on. He don't look the same as he did when we first brought him in. He was tearing up everything. We need help, man. On the offensive line, man. Our guards, left tackle Andrew Peters, his contract is up. James Hurst's contract is up. We did get Nick Seldaveri out of Old Dominion later on in the draft. But we definitely need to do something about our offensive line, man. We really do.
Definitely. For the Falcons, I would say, the first 3 years of the Arthur Smith regime, we've actually went with, offense. We got Kyle Pitts, who, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if he's even going to be here next year. Drake London and Bijan Robinson. Give me Dallas Turner, from Alabama. I would be more than happy with that. At this point in time, I just don't trust Arthur Smith in drafting a quarterback because he can't develop them. So give me Dallas Turner. We need some help with the pass rush.
You can't develop Gritter?
I don't think he could develop anybody, Bo. If you gave him Dan Marino in 1977, he would be able to do it. Like you mess up, he mess up a wet dream. Like you can't do nothing for him, boy. I'm telling you. So yeah, I think it is what it is. I think it is what it is. So I know we're playing. We're both teams all 4 teams are playing each other this week. I mean, who y'all think is gonna come out on top? Because this week it's a lot of playoff implications this week.
For sure.
Do I want Arthur Smith fired or not? That's the question of the day.
Keep him around. Let's keep him around. I like it.
Yeah.
If Big Low don't like it, then I like it. Let's keep Arthur Smith around a little bit longer.
I bet you do like that, Rashad. I bet you do.
I got a question before we get to that. Big Game, I got a question for you. With regards to Bowles, is there any concern about his coaching job if he doesn't win this division this year?
I think so. I think they're keeping it quiet. I don't think he don't want to bring it out there to everybody else, but I honestly believe that Bowles is coaching for his job. You can't have the same mediocrity, not saying nothing, not changing things up. Now you and Chris Godwin's wife beefing back and forth on social media.
What?
It's like, come on, dog. Yeah,
I gotta start paying attention to more of these Florida teams, man. Y'all be in college and pros. Y'all be out here.
Bowles made a statement about why Godwin didn't play as much last week because he was banged up and they had to take him off. Godwin's wife came out and said, "Well, that's not true. That's not what happened. He only played X amount % less than he normally plays. He gives it his all when he's banged up. No big deal." That's the little stuff I hate seeing. That's what creeps in when it's time for us. We trying to go get the division. Right. Lord knows we ain't looked great against nobody else this year, so we got to try to look good against our division and still have a chance to make the playoffs. We don't need stuff from the outside coming in. But Bowles hasn't done a great job of managing things around him as far as the locker room goes. Everybody say he's mild-mannered, yeah, but, when they try to compare him to Coach Dungy had a bunch of dogs around him. So Coach Dungy didn't have to be that bad guy. He had Monty Kiffin, Rod Marinelli, Lovie Smith, Herman. He had people, even Mike was on that staff late in my career there in Tampa, Mike Tomlin. You had guys that would get after your ass that made you stay point. And it's just like everything's running amok right now behind the scenes. I don't know if he has real control over it.
That's crazy.
Wow. That's crazy. I never even thought about that.
Whole suite of new coaches in the daggone NFC South. That's wild, man.
There might be 3 new coaches. Well, definitely going to be 2. My probably likely going to be 2. 2 for sure. Going to probably be 3.
Gonna be?
I think, based on what Big Game is saying, if y'all win the division, Tampa going to lose a coach. Panthers changing coaches. Tabor ain't going to be our coach after this year, no matter what he does.
We definitely get a new coach.
We getting a new coach. We about to have number 7.
The Saints gonna keep their coach.
I hope so.
No, I don't think so, Lou. I mean,
you don't?
No, man. I mean, he has to get the team into the playoffs, man. The heat is really on, and it's just detestable. Like we've been doing these shows, man, and I be cooking our, Mickey Loomis. We got love for Mickey. But Mickey done fell on and banged his head. He talking crazy. He's backing Dennis Allen. He doesn't want to go in there and tell him to change things up, and it's just ridiculous. And they have this ridiculous mentality. It's like they're watching things fall apart. He doesn't want to go in there and interject. And then you kind of look at things from a historical standpoint of what's Mickey Loma's role during the Sean Payton era. And that's like, man, when you remove Sean Payton from the Saints mix with Loomis and all these other characters, then you realize that it seems like he was the only alpha dog in the building. The rest of these guys are betas or less. And then there's no leadership there. There's no discipline there. There's no accountability there. This guy he gets up there. He doesn't have any answers. He says the same thing every press conference except for a catchy word or two. Now, this week's catchy phrase is chopping wood. We got to keep chopping wood. We just got to keep chopping. And as Mickey Loomis gets up here, he talks about his heart and how it's in his heart that he got the right people in the building. I really do believe in my heart that we got the best guys in the building. Listen, Q, I heard you. I heard you on that goddamn show. I'm gonna tell you, I don't like what you said there. You know, I like that. Guys, you tell guys not to come to the goddamn games. That's how we make our money. You trying to get me fired, man? What the hell did I ever do to you, man? Let me tell you. I won a Super Bowl. I was part of helping you win the Super Bowl. I'm telling you, this shit's crazy, man. You know. So I mean, this is what we got to deal with this guy right here. So it's coming time where it's time for Mickey to go, man, for real. Down here for a quarter century or whatever. For like 100 years, Mickey Loomis been down here, fiddling around in the New Orleans Saints building. But there's a replacement named Kai Harley's behind him. He is a guy that worked with Fontenot. Fontenot was trying to bring him to Atlanta when he took the job there. Saints held on to him, and I think that ultimately, when the move is made, Mickey needs, if they love Mickey, move him up into the organization, give him another title, allow Kai to take over as the general manager so he can make the moves, find his own coach, and they work together to get something done with the quarterback position because Derek Carr is stuck with the Saints here for the next couple of years. So maybe somebody can come in and help him and refine his game. But with 10 years into the game and he's been making that kind of bad quarterback play, staring down half the field, not looking and doing the whole progression play. I don't know what you do with a guy like that. 10 years in, and you got to tell a 10-year veteran quarterback to look over the whole damn field before you make the throw if possible. Please, could you do that? You know, instead of staring guys down, could you please not stare guys down? I mean, dang, really, seriously?
Give that man such a hard time.
Bro,
man.
We don't have time for this, man. This division is a waste, man. We have the talent here. This team was put together to win. And when Dennis Allen took the team, there wasn't no understanding that he would get some ground here. He was given a playoff team right away, and he turned them into a 7-10 team. Now, I asked the Who Dat Nation, with 5 games remaining, how many games you think you need to win to unseat Atlanta? And remember, Tampa Bay and Atlanta got the tiebreakers on you. Do you have any confidence that a guy like him would be able to win the majority of these games? And they will tell you that they do not believe in him because the team is not performing correctly and the leadership is stupid. So, I mean, what can I tell you, bro?
Oh, I mean, you have to go for that Boston right now because, y'all are 2 games back?
Oh, we 5 and what are we?
Yeah.
5 and 7?
5 and 7, just like us. I think we both 2 games
so
back
game
right
and a
now.
half.
Yeah,
The
thanks.
good news Q, is you got the Panthers coming up next. That should be one under your belt.
So let me tell you something, Shot. Y'all got a shot, man. Y'all got a shot.
If we
I'm
beat
out
y'all,
the prediction business. Anytime I feel good about a game, man, we end up losing. So I'm out. Listen, y'all got it, bro.
but I mean,
Reverse
for
psychology on
seasons
myself.
like this, that's just the natural occurrence of how bad this team has looked. I mean, I said it on the show the other day. I said, look, man, when I do a picks pool where I pick all the games, and I do a pool for P&P, and I also do a private pool, which I'm leading in both right now, crazy enough. And I stopped. Like normally, I will always pick the Panthers until it gets to a point where I can't have any confidence in them. I lost confidence in them after week 2.
Wow.
After week 2, when we couldn't beat the Falcons or the Saints, considering their circumstances, especially the Falcons. All the shit I said about Ritter.
How we get in it?
Because you opened us first game. Pause.
Hey, I'm just saying, but
Hey, yo.
our
Big pause.
circumstances, like good grief.
Big
I'm keeping
Paul.
it a buck.
We
Get in the buck.
lead the division.
I stopped picking
That's
the Panthers
legal.
after that. I stopped picking the Panthers after that until the Houston game. I picked us to beat Houston. Then I picked us to beat Indy. After we lost to Indy, I ain't pick them again. I was done. That was it. And I'm not going to until I see a win. I'm not going to even consider it until I see a win.
Man.
I'm not picking us to beat the Saints.
Everybody watching, y'all make sure that y'all hit that like button. Also, make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you want to catch shows like this from all of these great gentlemen in the future. But man, I mean, Dave, it's like you can't sit here and say, with the Falcons' circumstances, when we're number one team in the division, like
You weren't supposed to be. Your quarterback's supposed to be
can't-
mediocre and have you
can't-
lose more games than you already have.
Well, Dave, the question is it what's supposed to happen and what happens? Which one?
Listen, we can talk about what happened all you want. Man, I hope, well, please, for the love of God, one of you guys catch him. Please. Please.
Yeah, boy. You know, this is Rashad. This is hate. Like, if you could personify it right here, this is what this is.
Hey,
Like, be careful, Rashad. Don't let this rub off on you.
I can't help you, bro.
Don't let this rub off on you.
Bruh.
Oh, dude.
So, moving forward, like, I mean, Q, Rashad, and Dave, who do y'all think is going to win this game this week?
Saints.
Saints gonna win.
Man, I listen. Listen, by all
And you know what? I'm gonna do you better before you go, Q. I'm gonna do you better. I'm gonna tell you exactly how y'all gonna win this game. You ready?
yes, sir.
We're going to give you guys a fight until about 3 minutes into the 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Then we're gonna need to get a yard. We're not gonna get the yard.
Can't get a yard.
And then after that, we're gonna find a way. You guys are gonna score close to the end of the half. Then we're gonna get the ball back, and we're gonna see some of the most atrocious clock management that you've ever seen in your life. And then we're gonna go into halftime. I'm gonna do the halftime spaces with Sheena and Vashti. Shout out to Keep Blitzing, Quick Blitz, and Carolina Blitz. And then we're gonna go in the third quarter, and we're gonna find, and our offense is gonna look worse. Somehow find a way to look worse than we did in the first half. Y'all are gonna do just enough to hold on and beat us. Bryce will probably throw a pick. Rookie mistake. Things happen. Hopefully it's not a pick six. And then we're gonna lose.
Hey, just interesting stat. I think the number is 7 out of 12 defensive player of the weeks have come against the Carolina Panthers. So
What?
7 out of 12.
In advance, I would like to congratulate Marshawn Lattimore for week 13 defensive player of the week.
Oh, he's hurt. Find another secondary guy.
Is he gonna play? He not gonna play?
He on IR, bro.
Oh, he done. Okay. Oh, my bad. Okay. Well,
let's find
Cam
another
Jordan.
guy.
Let's give Cam Jordan defensive player. He's gonna have at least 3 sacks. So shout out to Cam Jordan, defensive player of the week in advance, week 13.
Well,
yeah, we good to get the quarterback sacked like 4 to 5 times. So we good for that.
well, it to me, if Derek Carr's there, I mean, and the guy's banged up, I see more stagnant offense from the Saints. I mean, we looked like we had some life last week because they were down 21 points in the first quarter. So they were desperate, and that kind of sped up everything. They made an effort to try to get back, but ultimately shot themselves in the foot with the turnover toward the back end of the game. We don't know who the quarterback is. Right now, Carr's in protocol right now. He's in concussion protocol, but he's LP'd on the injury report. So I guess they're still working him out. For whatever reason, this seems logical to a guy like Dennis Allen, with the guy basically broken in two. He got all kind of injuries, and he's still a factor to potentially play. I think Jameis should be the guy that plays this game. Carr should be set down for as many weeks as it take. I wouldn't be mad if he was shut down for the rest of the year. It's been a disaster with the guy in there. I mean, he hadn't been able to flow the offense. Has been the guy, wide receivers like Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed. Those guys were incredibly frustrated all year long because all these weapons, all these fantastic players, and we can't get them on the same page because of foul quarterback play and unsophisticated play calling and no leadership ability by a joke of a coach who's not a defensive coordinator, who's not even a head coach. All this is going on, bro. This is hot. I don't play with these guys, man. I calls it like it is. I want to win, and if you're not a winner, we will pinpoint you as not a winner. We want competent people who understand what they're doing in there, and that's not too much to ask for a family base that's turning over tens of millions of dollars and paying these people's rent on their buildings and all these damn renovations, all for them to turn around and give you a 5-7 team that barely can score touchdowns on most games. Outside of that, you got a dumb general manager who's sitting up there blaming the family base for why the teams. Oh, it doesn't help us if you guys boo. It's not helping you if we cheer. Your father's I mean, damn.
Wow.
It don't help us. Listen, I understand you guys are fans. I understand that, but listen, and then listen, when the dude is so out of touch, this man actually said this. This man said yesterday, I covered it on the stream. He stood up there and said, well, it's very concerning. It's disappointing that, because the area behind the bench usually is a bunch of black and gold people on the field. The black and gold family members sold their tickets in the lower bowl section to Detroit Lions people. So you had a sea of blue Detroit people behind the bench where usually there's black and gold folks. So they were saying, Detroit, Detroit, and they were cheering. And Elvin Kamara said in interviews, like, man, I've never seen anything like that. So Mickey Loomis was asked about it, and he obviously said, well, very concerning. It's very, what he said, discouraging or whatever the word was he used. But he also said, well, I think, the reason why a lot of people that happened was because, everybody can't afford to go to the game, and you got to pick and choose which games you go to, and get in mind that these are people with season tickets. So you got to pick and choose the game. That don't make any sense. So what he's trying to do,
pay for.
Right. This is misdirection propaganda. I'm on it. I'm hitting it. We got all of our fantastic sports writers down here that cover the Saints. Here we got them. Everybody's own code. The whole Who Dat Nation is own code. People are not going to the games. We've and I told you guys prior to the year that I'm under economic boycott. And we've gotten a lot of people to come along with us on that, and it's impacting the team to the point where we shooting above his head. We want Gil to look at them balance books to understand we're not coming until a change is done. And let me tell you something. When stuff like that happens, that's when they start cooking. That's when they start moving and grooving and changes being made.
So whenever I come to New Orleans,
here, man.
Whenever I come to New Orleans, I'm gonna spend as much money as I can because I want it to stay exactly the same. Don't nothing need to change.
Well, Lord,
I'm finna come and get a suite. We finna get some champagne, and we gonna do it big in New Orleans.
Well, Lord, let me tell you something, brother. I want you to first worry about big game because I don't think you make it out of that matchup. I think.
I asked you about our game.
Well, I'm just saying, brother. I was just like, you don't want to go too far ahead. Don't put the. You see what I'm saying? Don't put the cart before the horse, right there.
I hear you, bro.
Right. I'm saying, bro, this division is so topsy turvy, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Who gonna end up winning this damn division, bro? Atlanta had it, we had it, and it just seemed like nobody wants to take possession. So we'll see.
Atlanta has it.
Has it now? We had it prior to you guys, so it is what it is right now.
So Padre, he says that you listen to slow songs by yourself in the dark behind the Saints.
No, I don't, bro. I don't listen to any slow songs pertaining to the Saints. Me, really, I'm just a person.
Like y'all kind of going through like a breakup there.
Oh no, I don't say that.
Doing just fine, like boys.
Don't do that, bro. I mean, that's wrong. Don't do that. That's that thing.
Okay, all right.
I'll tell you.
Only imagine Mickey Loomis singing YA's part and doing just fine.
Listen, my favorite group, if you want to know, I tell you. You ever heard of the Eagles?
Oh, the ones that think they also Thriller, them guys? With the greatest hits album, them?
Oh, yeah, there you go, Dave. Good grief, Dave. Everybody else had question marks on their face. Like I said something wrong. I forgot. I should have seen Anita Baker or something,
Yeah. Man, look, before because I know Big Game James, I know he got to head out. James, who you think is going to win this week between the Falcons and the Bucs?
In all honesty, man, I'm not saying it because it's the home team. I think the Buccaneers are going to win. We got blessed not seeing Bijan that first game with the illness, whatever it was, but I think we've gotten better since we made a few changes. in the front four. If our linebackers can play, I think we shut that run down, get some pressure on Ritter. I think we could sneak out of there with a win.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I know that the Falcons are dealing with some injuries. AJ Terrell's out, and Caleb McGarry, he's out. I know AJ's dealing with he's under concussion protocol.
Yeah.
So this is a situation, a perfect situation for our young guys to show depth on this team. So we'll kind of see what goes on. But I think I'm finna ride my Falcons, man. We're finna see if we can keep riding the wave and go ahead, go ahead and space things on out. The perfect weekend would be if the Panthers win and the Falcons win. That'll be the perfect weekend for me.
Don't put your money on that.
Hey, it's in my pocket. I hadn't even pulled my debit card out.
Save that money for when you go to New Orleans.
There you go. Yeah, we got to make sure everything stays the same.
I'll tell you one thing, bro. If Carolina beats the Saints, that would help us out.
This is where we're at. We're at the point where we're like rooting. We're rooting for everybody.
I'm just saying that because everybody got a chance. This is the NFL after all. I mean, even though Carolina, they got a couple of games, they still got one win. So, I mean, you are capable of winning a game. I mean, we could play underneath. You guys could play better. You never know. This might be a game with Bryce because, listen, we struggle against young quarterbacks. We struggle, that come in there, that got scrambling ability, that can move around. We struggled against RG3. We struggle against guys like that. We have an issue with that. So let me tell you, we are not going to look past Carolina. That's a desperate team right there, and we got to watch out for them. But if Carolina do beat the New Orleans Saints, that'll help the Who Dat Nation out a lot because they'll end up firing Dennis Allen for losing to the Carolina Panthers. So we'll be able to get him out of there quicker. So either way, it's a win-win for us. So that's
funny. It's funny. We've had a habit of doing that to some of y'all coaches. Lose us, get fired.
That's true. Also, Padre says Big Q rewatched Malcolm X before he came on here. Plymouth Rock fell on him. Hello. He said he'll hang up and listen. Dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Shouts out to you. Padre, in that regard. But so before we head out, guys, how do y'all think the division's going to shake out? We always do predictions and everything. Like, how do y'all think it's going to?
I think Tampa will end up taking it low. No disrespect to the Atlanta Falcons family members. I just think Tampa Bay might. Tampa.
My man screenshotted you, bro. That's crazy.
That's what he's supposed to do. Right. That's what he's supposed to do. That's why this is why I don't make bets like this. By the way, I don't do this.
That thing, boy. That thing look good on your skin tone, boy. That PK10 skin tone.
That red accentuates your skin tone.
I'm telling you, boy. You look good in that thing, bro. I see you, Q.
Damn, man. That's crazy. You won't ever catch me slipping like that. I ain't taking not near bet from you, Big Low. You got me messed up.
Hey, man, it's cool. You ain't got to take the bet. It's all right.
I won't.
Nah,
you ain't going to put me on the Summer Jam screen. Nah, I'm good.
Shad, you can't be like that, bro, because
I can't. I
got low like that the season before when I got low, and he just paying me back, bro. I caught low up like that, so that he had to sit on that for a long time, a long time. So he's just enjoying himself right now.
I'm loving it. Oh
See,
my god,
that's all.
It's a lovely day, boy.
This whole damn show was concocted by Low to get up here.
Look, I'll try to do it whenever we wasn't the division leader.
And listen, just as inside. Hey, Big Low been pushing for this round table for
weeks.
When we wasn't the winners, when we wasn't the lead team.
My man Low has been. Hey guys, when we gonna just sneaking all up in my streams? Hey guys, hey, when we doing this? I'm like, Big Low, ain't nobody trying to do no round table. Do you see?
Enjoy it, man.
You see how mediocre we are?
Do you see the state of despair the Carolina Panthers in, and you want to do a round table? This is bad for my mental health, bro. You don't care nothing about my mental health.
Well,
I care about your mental health, Shy.
He had to get it in as soon as possible because they wasn't going to hold the division very much longer. So he had to try to see if he can fit it in here now.
If we finish this thing off and we win this division,
you gonna remember this day?
Oh my goodness, boy!
Hey, kudos to you, bro.
Yeah.
That would be dope. That's a good feeling, man. I wouldn't know, but I would know, not in the form of doing a podcast, but we haven't
Well,
won
we
a
did it.
division
Well, you're right. We have not won a division since we started.
not since we started the
We made the
pod. Nah.
playoffs the first year, and we have not. Tepper showed up, ruined everything. We asked how our ratings were on the podcast network, and the response was, "Oh, we're doing really well. It'd be nice if y'all. If the team would be good. We'd probably do better."
Man.
It's hard to keep this thing
But-
entertaining when you're mediocre, man. I tell you that.
Facts.
I'm a
But
keep it a buck with y'all. The drama is what's making this amazing.
To
That's
answer
it.
your question, Lo, I'm rolling with. I think the Falcons gonna get it, bro. I
Hell
think I'm gonna roll with you. I
See,
think
you
Big
real.
Lo. I think the Falcons gonna grab the brass ring, and they're gonna
real
they're
one,
gonna
Shad.
get to the top, and then I think the
to the
Bucks are
top.
gonna be second. I think the Saints are gonna be third, and obviously the Panthers are in no man's land at the bottom feeding Panthers.
I don't want to see another black coach get fired, so I'm picking the Bucks. It's obvious that it sounds like Bowles got to win this division, so I'm picking the Bucks.
When you said Bo, do you say Bo or do you say Bo?
Bowles.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about me. I thought
No.
you said it sounded like Bo gonna win this division. I thought you were talking about
No.
me.
Why would I do such a thing?
I mean,
It's a good one, though. That was
look,
good.
Shad, I
That
mean,
was
look,
good.
I love how
I
you did that,
appreciate
though.
Shad.
That was pretty good. That was
You
pretty
know,
good. I will
I
give you
had
that.
I had to take it back to my old rapping days. Back in the day, I used to. But I'm just saying, Dave, man, you got to keep that hate out your heart. Like just because
I don't hate. I mean, it ain't. I ain't
Dave,
hate.
Hey, like
You know,
you
it sounds
showed
like
me.
it sounds like the team. Listen, it sounds like whoever doesn't win the division, they're probably going to get fired. It's very possible that we might have a scenario at the end of this where all but one team will have a new coach when this is all said and done, and that one team is probably going to be the division winner.
It's gonna be the division winner. That's right.
That's it. Like
Yeah.
it looks. If the Saints come back and win this division, Arthur might be gone, and Bowles is gone. If y'all win a division, Allen's gone, and Bowles is gone. If the Bucks win the division, Allen and Smith, they gone. And in the grand scheme of things, you know what all this have in common? We're gonna get a new coach anyway.
I mean, the thing Arthur Blank said that Arthur Smith come back next year regardless. So I mean, like he's already said that.
Oh, Smith is coming back regardless.
He said he's coming back.
Are you like
regardless.
suffering?
Hey, I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, it's,
That's the good old boy stuff. Loading them.
yeah,
guys.
you know.
We got Count Blank,
No,
and,
I know. I definitely know.
and Smith's father are buddies, man, in the $1 billion club. So that's what Count Blank. That's why you can't have him running the team, man. He's
Exactly.
greedy for blood and good old boy stuff. So we need to cut that out.
Yeah, I mean that's just what it is. Somebody put Jim Harbaugh. That's the guy that I would want as my head coach out of everybody that's out here. I heard rumors
That's
that
who
the
I
Panthers are
want.
looking at him.
Yeah, that's who I want. But I just also heard that he's getting an extension with Michigan. I just saw that come across the desk.
He should.
So
You need to get up and get
he
up out.
absolutely should.
He should.
There's somebody
Absolutely.
trying to scandal him up, Shad. He need to go ahead on and leave, man. And go in.
It'd be great to have him in Carolina. He's top of my list. Him, Ben Johnson.
Harbaugh's probably the only guy that could probably step up to Tepper.
Right. He's the only one. He's the only one, bro.
He got the hardware to, in the
Facts.
to be able to do that. That's what they make him shut.
Facts.
Like, do you know
Agreed.
you ever had a successful team here? Well, no, go sit your ass down somewhere. So that's what stay out
That's
of my
what we need. Real talk. That's exactly what we need.
right.
Now, April, he asked, what about Eric Bieniemy if he doesn't return to Washington?
I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm good on
I heard that since Rivera took him. I haven't read the article yet, but I guess the article says that once Eric Bieniemy came in, he pretty much gave Rivera gave Bieniemy the keys to pretty much almost everything.
Wow.
So Bieniemy's kind of been like the ghost head coach of Washington right now.
Wow.
So he changed like the culture shift, whole thing. Rivera told him to have at it.
Now, I got one more question for y'all before we end it. Or I did mean to say that I feel like we're going to win the division, but
You said
the
that.
last question that I had, I did. I'm sorry.
You did. You just want to repeat yourself, and it's fine.
I don't remember saying it.
You might as well
It's
doing it because it's the last week gonna be able to do it.
Hey, I hear you. All I'm saying is that what do you think the odds are that the Falcons could sweep everybody in this division?
0.
Very slim.
Yeah, that ain't happening. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Good try.
Y'all, even if y'all win the division, y'all ain't sweeping.
Okay.
Good try, Lo.
Hey, might as well try it,
Right.
But there's a chance that it could happen, and
I don't think so.
if it does, oh boy, the wrath that will.
If it does, I'm not doing a not near round table ever
Shot,
again.
come on, come on, Shot. You can't be like that, bro.
Bro,
Man, well,
Look,
look,
man,
Dave, Dave could take up
come
with
back.
PNP.
We might have to come back here and be 1-16. Like I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not.
bro, y'all come
No.
up with the last game left, man. You know.
Listen, man, I've sat through.
Yeah, we watched it, bro. It's not good.
y'all gonna win some more
And
games.
the
I won
Patriots
like
are beating
3
the,
or
and on the NFL. No, the Patriots are beating the brakes off the Steelers. Bailey Zappi out here slanging it. 3 TDs.
Wow.
Pause.
Pause.
Now, so are y'all trying to do another roundtable like at the end of the season, or y'all want to try to wait
No.
till next year for the draft? Or
I'm good.
hey, Rashad,
I'm playing, man. Whenever y'all
No,
ready,
it's
I'm down.
whatever, man. You know we'll be here, man. We're just kidding.
Okay.
Look, listen. We got the.
Look at Big Low just trying to get us on record, man. Come on, man.
It's
Hey, bro,
fine.
I'm trying
He
to get
got us
y'all
on
on.
record.
I'm just trying to plan out my schedule because
On one
I'm
condition,
very
though.
busy. I'm a
On
very
one
busy
condition,
individual.
though, you got to play our theme. The theme must be played.
Why? Like,
Why not?
Why play the last team of the division's team? I feel like
Give
it
us
should be
give
whoever's
us a
the
win
highest.
somewhere, and the theme knocks, man. What can I say? The theme
It
knocks.
does not.
The theme knocks.
I mean, the team not. I understand that, but what
Team
I'm saying
knocks.
is that I feel like whoever wins the division should that's the team that should play. I mean,
Nah, I don't agree with that. I think the one that knocks should play. Theme knocks.
I mean, mine for the knock. I mean, I'm in
You
ATL.
better. You in Atlanta. If it don't knock,
That's
I'm
what I'm
penalizing
saying.
you.
Like,
I'm gonna throw all the flags at you. If your joint don't knock.
I'm in ATL.
Listen, man.
Pastor
Listen.
Troy, my
Shout out to
homeboy,
Andre 3000. Don't be out here putting flutes in your themes. Don't be out here putting flutes in them themes. I like the album too. It's like a relaxing, calm album.
Yeah,
Don't be out here putting flutes in your themes. Got to knock.
yeah. Like I said, Pastor Troy, my homeboy. So we'll see what we can work out.
All right.
All right, man. Well, look, I appreciate y'all for coming on and chilling out with us. Y'all want to let everybody know where y'all from before we head on out?
Rashad and Dave, PNP. Follow us at Panther Nation PC. We got draft content, fantasy content, all the good things. So even if you're not a Panthers fan, we still got some other content that you might enjoy. Come through, PNP. Holla at us.
And if you want to laugh at us, laugh at our dismay.
That too.
We'll be
That
there.
too.
We'll be there
That
every
too.
week, live Tuesday night, 8 p.m.
Man. Big Q, you want to let everybody know where you at, Bo?
Yeah, Big Q, the Sports Coma PRO Media Network. Y'all can follow us at www.thewhothatdaily.com.
What's wrong, Q?
www.thewhothatdaily.com. Come
I
on,
cannot,
okay.
man.
www.whothatdaily.com, man. Y'all can holler at me there, man. We got it all. We cover it all, man. Saints, Pelicans, boxing, college football, everything at thewhothatdaily.com, man. Check us out. Much love to the fam, man. Appreciate you.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
I'm gonna go catch this Pelicans game. Much love to y'all, man.
All right, man. For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country, or just Old Country Boy. Former football coach that love to sit around and talk about sports. Make sure that you hit that like button. Also, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Rise up, A-Town down. Y'all already know. What in the world, Bo?
Peace out.